Once upon a time, in a peaceful valley, there lived a kind and gentle shepherd named Jesus. His flock of animals adored him because he cared for each of them deeply. Among the animals were a brave lion, a curious rabbit, a wise owl, a playful lamb, and a tiny sparrow. Each of them was different, but the shepherd loved them all equally. One day, a terrible storm rolled in, and the sky darkened with clouds. The animals grew scared. The lion roared, trying to scare away the thunder, but his strength couldn't stop the storm. The rabbit hid in her burrow, trembling. The owl, though wise, couldn't see clearly in the downpour, and the lamb wandered off, lost in the chaos. Only the little sparrow, weak and small, fluttered through the wind, crying out for the shepherd. Hearing the sparrow's call, Jesus gathered his cloak and went out into the storm. He knew each of his animals was in danger and couldn't bear to see them lost or afraid. With love in his heart, he searched through the storm, calling for them. First, he found the lion, who had lost his roar to fear. Jesus gently placed his hand on the lion's head, and instantly the lion felt calm. Next, he discovered the rabbit, curled up in her burrow. He lifted her into his arms, whispering comforting words, and the rabbit's trembling stopped. He called out to the owl, who flew down to him, and though the owl had been wise, he realized he needed the shepherd's light to see through the storm. Finally, he found the lamb, lost and crying in the rain. The shepherd picked up the lamb and carried it on his shoulders, smiling gently. The last to find Jesus was the tiny sparrow, whose call had guided him. Though small and weak, the sparrow had trusted that the shepherd would come. Jesus scooped the sparrow into his hands and whispered, "You are just as precious as the others." As they all returned safely to the valley, the storm began to pass. The sun peeked through the clouds, and a rainbow appeared overhead. The animals gathered around the shepherd, who sat with them in the grass. They realized that his love was not based on their size, strength, or wisdom. His love was perfect, patient, and unshakable. From that day forward, whenever fear or storms came, the animals remembered that their shepherd would always come for them. His love was their shelter, their safety, and their home. And so, the lion, the rabbit, the owl, the lamb, and the sparrow all lived in peace, knowing that the shepherd's love would never fail. The end. John 10-14, NIV. I am the good shepherd. I know my sheep, and my sheep know me.